you doing, guys? Welcome to today's video. Yes, welcome to SHIKO TV USA. This is your home of hope. This is where we say inawezekana, and for sure inawezekana. So I'm SHIKO Hope, and this is your home of hope, where we give nothing but hope. Sorry. This is your home where we give nothing but hope. So let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you here to this first ever video since we did the application for DV2024. That was early this week. And I hope you all applied, because what I'm seeing on the social media, that more than 30 million Kenyans applied for green card. I don't know if it is real or not, but let's wait for the results. We are all hopeful that things will work well for each and every applicant. If you are new here, welcome to this channel. This is where you belong. And let's get right into today's video. But first, before I get right into the video, allow me to put this in public domain that SHIKO Hope TV USA and Surflink Cyber are no longer partners. Yes, if you're in our WhatsApp groups, you already know what has been transpiring. And if this is the first time you are hearing about this end of partnership is due to character development, guys. Well, character development is real, but you know what, guys? SHIKO Hope is here. I'm stable, I'm strong, I thank God, and I have to do what I have to do for you people. My joy is to see each one of you coming here and joining us. Okay, that is my joy, and I feel so happy when I see people packing their bags, coming over here to join us over here. So keep tuned for the next development that I will update you on soon. But today we are not dwelling on much on that. Actually, we are now stronger and better than before. And let me laugh, because I know you have been waiting for this, but that is how things are up to now. We are no longer partners with Surflink Cyber. So what next now? Because you did the application for DV2024. What are your plans? What is in your mind that now I have done the application? What if I win? What will happen? What if I don't win? What will happen? So I know that is what now in your mind. Maybe you are asking, what about the funds that will be needed after I get selected? I have a family. My family is big. Maybe I'm single. Maybe I don't have any source of income. God, I need to be selected. But that is what I want us to talk about today. Okay, so maybe you are there, and even to put a plate of food on the table for yourself is hectic. It's a very, very big hassle. But you know what? God says He makes a way where seems to be no way. Okay, and I have seen, okay, through the application period, you have been coming to me asking me, SHIKO, do you know anybody who maybe funds, maybe loan me some money, and then I refund once I relocate, because I don't have any money to cater for the visa process, for myself. Maybe I have a family. I will not be able to cater for all of the fees needed. What will I do in case I get selected? Because this is life. You have to think, what next? We are human beings and we have to plan ahead. And if you fail to plan, now you have planning to fail. Okay? So you have to make your wise decision and make your plan as earlier as possible. We know that jobs are not available in Kenya. Employment is not available in Kenya. And even those ones in business, some business are not doing that good. And as we see, okay, for us who are here, we are hearing that things are not well in Kenya. The prices of food commodities has gone very much up. And there is nothing like we have hope for tomorrow, and things are getting worse day by day, not only in Kenya, but maybe in all other African countries, not only in African countries, but also here. Even here, things have also gone up. The cost of living in Africa generally is very, very, very high. And maybe that is one of funds. That is the most big issue when it comes to visa processing. And the other issue of host. Maybe you don't know anybody in America. Maybe the one you knew when they came here, they went MIA. You don't know how to approach them. You don't know anybody. You only know us who you see on YouTube, and you don't know how you can come to us. And also, even if you come to us, maybe some will tell you, I'm not in a position to host you. So will that chance actually, are you going to watch that chance slide away once you get selected? Because we are hopeful we will be selected. That I don't know, you are now having sleepless nights thinking about this, but let me tell you, don't be anxious. The Bible says don't be anxious. Do what you have to do. Like this, you played your part, you did the application, right? After you did the application, you leave the rest to God. Once you get selected, you being selected or not being selected is not your part. That is God's part. If he says it's now, you'll be selected. If he says wait, not now, just wait a little longer, you are going to wait, and there is nothing you can do about it. So you accept the results. Hopefully the results are you are selected. Guy, where are you going to start? Money, host, the excitement, the anxiety, the emotions, the feelings, all those mixed things together, it can blow your mind, right? But it is good to start networking now. Those who are in the WhatsApp group, of course, you know 1 or 2, 3 winners who have already relocated already. And maybe you have been communicating. Those who came this year, the DV2024, they can attest that life in America, you have to start from someone's house, that is a host. So you need a host. You need to have somebody who will host you in America. It doesn't matter if he is a citizen, if he is a permanent resident. So long as that person is here legally, he is in a position to host you. Yes. And also, if that person is willing to host you in his or her own home or apartment. And also, because he might be a citizen or a PR, but he's not in a position to host you. Maybe due to the size of his house, maybe due to financial circumstances, maybe he's not willing to. Okay? So you need to have some point of contact to someone who is in the US. And that actually is a hectic. Apart from fads, host is another thing. And by the way, host issue comes way immediately after being selected, because you need a host details to fill your DS260. Because you need to fill your DS260 stating that once I go to the US, this is the place that I will be hosted. This is the person who will host me. This is his address. This is his phone number. Okay? Your DS, or you can't be called for the interview if you don't have host details. So you need someone who in the US to host you. So you need to start looking for a host right now. Yes, you need to start looking for a host right now. And be point blank that this is me. In case I get selected for the green card, will you be in a position to host me? This is me. This is my family. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I have a husband. Maybe I'm single. You let that person know. He will maybe advise you accordingly. He will maybe you have a large family. Maybe you are married and you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 kids. He'll tell you, I am super willing to host you, but your family is too big for me to accommodate. Maybe you can come, or the principal applicant can come first, immediately after the visa approval, and then start working, make some money, and then go back or send air ticket for the family to join later after after you have settled, you have gotten a job, you have gotten a car, and then by the time they are coming, you will have moved from your host place. And many people always do that because it is very hard bringing a huge family to your family, sometimes it is not convenient, and there are many factors that leads to that. So if you have a family, you can come to an agreement with your host and let him know, this is how we wanna do it, or we're gonna do it, because communication is the key. Communication is the key, and it has to start right now. Start communicating with that person. If you see like he's 50-50, he's like willing, and then on the other side is like he's not comfortable hosting you, look for a plan B. Yes, have like 3 contacts or 3 people who you are like, ninategea hapa. If this one fails, I can go to this one, or I can go to this one. Also start talking to your friends who have relatives here. Okay, maybe your friend has a relative in the US. Let them connect with those people. Create that network. Imagine people in my French, we say I don't know. Yes, and no man is an island. You need people. You need people in this life. You can't survive without people. Even if you are a billionaire, you own millions and millions of dollars or billions of dollars. You need people. You can't live all by yourself. You need people. So connect. Your friend has a friend who has relatives or friends in the US. That's how people connect. That's how people connect. Because you never know who is your destiny connector. Maybe your host will be your destiny connector. I have seen people getting selected for Greencard and they don't know anybody in the US, but through connection of friends, you are connected to a good host, actually the best host, who gives you the best, who makes sure that your landing is very soft. People who are not even from your country, people even who are not your tribe or your race, but that person, God uses that person to help you achieve your dream abroad, or you achieve your American dream. Yes, it doesn't matter if you know anybody. Just have a friend who have a friend in the US, okay? Yes, start connecting. Even in your village, maybe certain family has someone in the US. Start looking for that person. Start communicating. God works in mysterious ways, let me tell you. Maybe you are like, guy, now what am I going to start? Why am I going to start? What am I going to tell this person as I introduce myself? That person looks like he's not of my class. My dear, try now. Yes, try now. Connect. The best thing with social media, you are in Facebook, you are in WhatsApp, your friends who are in the US, not only like mnajuana like friends like, but maybe social media friends, social media contacts. Maybe you see someone like SHIKO Hope who is in the US. I'm just giving but an example. You come to SHIKO Hope or any other person that is your friend on Facebook, and you let that person know, guy, I have applied for Greencard. In case I get selected, will you be in a position to host me? If not, maybe he can tell you, I'm not in a position. Maybe you can ask your friend. That friend who is in the US can have a friend in the US who might be in a position to host you. Yes. We have good people out there, people who carry other people's burdens like their own, and they are very few. But may God connect you with those few people who will carry your burden like their own. Yes. And I know with a lot of sacrifice, reaching out to people, you will definitely find someone who will host you. Not only host you, but also ensure that your landing is soft. Because hosting is not just letting you come to my home. No, it involves a lot of stuff. Getting you from the airport, providing accommodation, helping you know how things are done over here, helping with driving, take you to appointments, a lot. Helping you apply for jobs, make sure you have your social security. If it is taking too long, I take you to the office. A lot. Hosting is a lot. People only see like it is just naenda kukaa kwake, I'm just going to stay in their home. There is a lot that is done behind the scenes out there. Okay, so pray to God to give you a host who will act like a more than your blood brother or blood sister. Yes, actually, mostly and nowadays, strangers are more closer, huh? And the treatment they give you is the best than what you get from your blood relatives, right? I'm a witness. I have been served well or assisted well by a total stranger, somebody who is not even from my country, somebody who is not from even Africa. Yes, but that person takes your problem like his own. Yani, it's just like in the Bible when the king, the Vashti's husband, who later came to be Esther's husband, had sleepless night, and he went back to the book of Kelirikano. Yes, and he remembered what Mordecai did one day. It might not be like you are the Mordecai, but that person, that person who now have your story will have sleepless night, being troubled by your problem when you are still and very well sleeping, actually dreaming in dreamland by that time. And those people are very few to find, but may God connect you with someone like that. Yes. And also we have seen many cases of hosts. You communicate when you are there, but because the host knows vitu kwa ground is different, the way you see US is not the way things are. We try as much as possible. Like me here on SHIKO TV, I try as much as I can to show you the reality of life in the US. It is not what our minds used to know way before we came and way before we started seeing now people showing us the reality of America. We had that picture in our minds that America is somewhere very rosy, that when you arrive there, you are sorted, your life is changed like that. No, things are different kwa crowd. So be communicating with your host. And some hosts are not that good. Yes, you might be communicating when you are back home, and because the host knows, I will panga this person, and when he or she comes here, he will see things are different, and then maybe the host start exploiting you. Maybe the host start taking advantage of you. It is very, very wrong. We have seen people and experienced these kind of cases, even with DV2024 who just processed this year. We have seen them having those kind of issues with the host. They are like, oh my God, we didn't talk about this. And it is very, very wrong for a host to take advantage of a guest who is very, very new in America, because here stress can kill you, and you can also think of going back to Kenya or going back to Africa because of the hardships you are passing through here in the US. Okay? Not only, actually, the problems are not, actually, they are not money related. These problems are not money related. They are social problems, mental problems. So your host can torture you physically, socially, emotionally, psychologically. Yes, and even spiritually. So whenever you are praying for God's guidance on you looking for a host, pray for that host, and also be in constant communication with your host. As you talk to him more often, you are going to see what kind of a person this person is. Okay, and your discerning spirit will tell you this person is it a this or a this? Is it a like or a dislike? So God give you discerning spirit to see if this person is okay or is the best. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, Start creating network now. Start creating network now about the host thing. And still on the issue of host, if at all you don't have anybody, we as Fins Immigration, Immigration Services, let us act as your last resort. Once you have looked everywhere, you feel like you have come to a road between a rock and hard place. Now come to Fins. The reason why I'm telling you let Fins come as your last resort is because the other hosts will not charge you. But when you come to Fins will charge you some amount of money. Of course, I haven't done a video about it. It will be dropping sometime. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. It will be maybe dropping on Sunday because the video is there already. I have already done it. So it has all the details on how hosting at Fins is, what are the terms and conditions, and how things are done at hosting and accommodation at Fins. So look for that person who can do that for free. If at all it is not possible, now come to Fins. We will be ready to receive you in open arms, and we'll make sure your relocation to America is soft, is easy, and we are here to work with you throughout the journey. Okay? Yes, but underline the word, Fins is acting as your last resort because there are some charges which comes with that. So about that, wait for the video which will be dropping on Sunday about all that information, hosting, accommodation, and everything at Fins. Yes, that was the issue of the host, because that is the one that gives people sleepless nights. We go to funding, money, loaning, and everything. You have been coming to me and asking, Guy, Shiko, do you know anybody maybe do Fins? Actually, many people are coming. Do Fins fund people or loan people money? Once they come there, they pay. They pay back the money. And I feel like more than I wish I'm in a position to do that. Or I wish, like, since we are so much grown that we are so capable of funding these winners, these successful green card winners. I pray, because I know how it feels being selected and you don't have money. You can decide. This is my advice as SHIKO hope. I have to give you hope. I'll tell you inawezekana. But you can decide. Most people who are in much hassle or in a tight place is these people who have kids. Not only one kid, but some have even 4 or 5 kids. It's a lot of money that is needed to cater for the expenses. Okay? It is a lot of money, because green card application is free, totally free. And I tell you, after green card application, go back to work, start saving small. I know maybe you don't make much, but start saving, even if it is something small, because once you get selected, it does not matter how much you have or what. So long as you're selected and you want to pursue the DV, the visa, you have to spend money. So my advice is this: maybe you have a big family. The people who I have been seeing maybe asking for mchango are the people with family. Actually, those people are others. You can understand a person who has a family asking for mchango, asking for fundraising. Even for the single people, some are between a hard space and a rock. You don't have anybody who can lend you money. You don't have a job. You are single. Yes, you need money. Approximately 250 Kenyan shillings. That is approximately 2,000 US dollars. And you don't have it. But you are selected. Okay, let me deal with this person who is a family man. You are happy. You are selected. Your children will have the American life. They will go to the best schools in America. you are like happy, because for the parents, it is our joy to see our children thriving and getting the best in life. But here comes the issue of money. You're not in a position to provide for everybody, for every applicant. You have tried, you have done fundraising from your relatives, your friends, but the money is not enough. And you know what? The division is a process. There is the medicals. Now this is the biggest. This is where you spend a lot. The medicals is where you spend a lot of money. Approximately 40,000 Kenyan shillings. That is approximately 35 or 350 US dollars. Approximately. It can be less than that or a bit more than that. And that money, it's not only for, it's not on, it's that 350 US dollars is not for the whole family, it's for each and every member of your family. So if you're a family of 5, you have to multiply 350 US dollars with 5. So that is where people spend a lot of money. The next place where, or the next process where you spend a lot of money is during the interview, the visa interview. That one is 330 US dollars. Not for the whole family, but for each and everybody, each and every member of your family. So it is 330 times the number of your family members. People leave thousands and thousands of money at that embassy. And then you have to pay for your air ticket. And they recommend that you pay for the green card money before you leave your country. Green card money is 220. This is not for the whole family. It's for each and every member of your family, because everybody will get his or her green card. So everybody is paying for his or her green card. So each green card costs 220 US dollars. If you convert that, is approximately 27,000 Kenyan shillings right now. And then, so those are the 3 main spend: medical, the interview, and the green card. If maybe you are like, I will go and pay my green card when I'm in the US. So you have to look for the air tickets. The air tickets, it will depend on the season. Let's give approximately 100,000 Kenyan shillings. That is approximately 1,000 USD. And this will depend on the ages of the kids. If the kid is above 2 years, actually they pay like an adult. So if you're a family of 5, that is 5,000 US dollars for the air ticket, and you have used a lot and spent a lot of money before you achieve that air ticket and that visa. So you can say it is a lot of money needed, right? This is serious business. Now I don't have to smile here. I have to be serious. This is serious. A lot of money is needed. And you need to take your kids to the US, because your life is for them to have the best. Now, what will happen? So my advice, this is my advice to you who has that large family and no source of income that can cater for all this. My advice is for you, get selected. Everybody is written and indicated on that DS260 form. This is so and so selected. The how do we call them? The principal applicant, okay? The spouse, and the spouse and the kids are derivatives. They are written there on that DS260. When you get selected, you want to fill the DS260 because you initially enrolled them all, indicated that you have a family. They will come automatically in that DS260, and you have to fill each and everybody's DS260. You start with yours as the principal applicant. You fill the DS260. It has all the details. You are asked a lot of questions. Actually, DS260 is so much detailed. You ask about even your father and your mother. All the details there. So then you go to your spouse, your children, everybody. First, child 1, all of it. Child 2, the same thing. But the best thing with DS260 is And this is where my advice is coming from. The best thing with DS260 is, if you feel that DS260 and you indicate, yes, I'm married, this is my spouse, these are his or her details everywhere, and then they ask you, is this member of your family migrating with you? That is a question. That is a question. Is this whoever now, is he migrating with you to the US? You can say yes or no. You can say yes. Maybe you can say, I have maybe the money I have or I can get, I can process for three members of my family, myself and 2 derivatives. Or you can say, the money I have is solely low, it's only for myself. So you can decide, because you have to go. You have to go. So the others are optional. You can say they are migrating with you or not. Okay? So it will depend on how heavy your pocket is. If your pocket says yes, all of them migrating with you, yes, go ahead and fill. All of them are migrating with you. If your pocket is heavy. If it is not, it is only for one person who is the principal applicant. Go ahead and say, not migrating with you, not migrating with you. Now the derivatives now. With that, you will not cater for the medical expenses. You will not cater for the visa, and you will not cater for the green card, and you will not cater for the air flight, because they are not going with you. But they are in the records. They exist. Okay? With that, you will not have a lot of stress, because you don't have money to fund for your family to go with you to the US. It's only for yourself. Yes, I know it is hard, but desperate what calls for desperate measures. Because it is good for you alone to come, other than for the whole family not to go. The best thing with you to come alone is you will come alone here. And God will open doors for you, because America is a land of opportunity. God will open doors for you. You get a good opportunity. You start making good money. And you can petition for them anytime you feel like this is the time. I need my family to come join me. It doesn't matter if you came last year and this is the time you want to petition for them. You can petition for them. You don't have to wait to be a citizen to petition for your family. No. As a permanent resident, you can petition for your family. Yes, so long as they are in the records, they exist. And because they know they exist, because you feel the DS260, you did feel the DS260. The only thing you said, not migrating with you. But there is no question that asks, when will they be joining you? There is no such a question in the DS260. So it is any time you can petition for your family, and that is the best. You feel like, oh, I'm so lonely here in the US. I need my family. You have been talking with them, video calling with your kids, how was school, blah, 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 blah. You know, that kind of communication. And then you feel like it is not enough. I need them here. I need them to come and join in the US. Now you can petition for them. And it is very, very easy. As a permanent resident, you have that. As long as you filled them initially in the DS260. But if you left them out, saying that, oh my gosh, I don't think I will get the money to process for these people. I will apply, not the green card application that we did. I will apply, I'm single. You can't come here and then the stress and loneliness kick you and hit you bad, and then you say, oh my God, SHIKO said that we can petition. I said, if you initially included them in the application, if you didn't include them, my dear, I can tell you can live with that forever. You can't leave your family out, feel that you are single, and then you come here, things are very different for ground, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I need my family come join me. No. It can even make your green card to be revoked because you lied. There is that offense, it is called misrepresentation, because you misrepresented your case. Because whenever you go to that embassy, you take an oath that whatever you say there is the truth. So the truth is you are single. How come now you have a wife and you have kids who are older and they were born even before your green card and your visa approval? You'll be deported. Yes, but if you have and included them in the initial application, you are safe. Go ahead and petition for them. It might take 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, but they will eventually join you. Is that a deal? Is that a good plan? I think it is a good plan. For me, I would advise you go that way. I would advise you go that way if you really don't have funds to cater for everybody. If you have money for 3 people, you can decide who are going to be left and who are going to migrate with you. It will depend on you and how you want it. So that is it. That is it about funding. For the single people, you know you have to look for money and you don't know where. Actually, it is good to connect with people. Connect with people who you have the same mission. Like the WhatsApp group, the SHIKO groups, WhatsApp groups. Those people there, I have seen people contributing for successful winners who are not in a position to raise a fund. But we have to look at the genuineness of the case, because a person might think, people are so generous, I just go there, post my case, and people will just contribute and support me, even if I'm in a position to afford. We will be doing that background to show or to check if that case is genuine. Because I have seen nowadays people are taking advantage of generosity of our people, which is very, very wrong. But so far, we have fundraised for some winners, and some are so thankful because it really helped them relocate. So if you're a single person and you feel like you are not in a position to, it is good to let people know about your problem. Don't let that chance slide. As long as you know it is genuine, you're good. But then this does not advocate for people to be lazy or not to give it a priority to look for money. This is how it is. If you can get a loan from maybe a bank or a SHIKO, the best. That is the best, because you're going to repay it. You're going to repay back that loan. Because let the fundraising from people come as a last resort. Yes, when I'm telling you about being fundraised for, let it come as a last resort. It is better you borrow somebody's money and then you repay back before you come fundraising for from people. Yes, I don't want to go much into details between the two, getting a loan and getting fundraised for, but it is wise. Get a loan from a SHIKO or a bank or a person who is in a position to loan you, and then pay back that money before you go fundraising for people, because people will always call you a con scam before they get to your story, before they get to your side of story, and this will hurt you psychologically, knowing for sure you are not a con. But when you get somebody, a bank, a SHIKO, you will get funds and you pay back, and that you'll be in peace with yourself. What I value most in this life is the peace of my soul and my mind. Mimi napenda peace. I love peace. And I know as you guys are watching this video, you are like, guy, is this the same SHIKO who did this and that last night or maybe today in the morning? Yes, I'm the same, because I need to have peace. I need to have peace with me, for me to have good life, and I enjoy this life that God has given me freely, and to have good connection with people. Like right now, after this, I'm going back. I'm going to work, and I have to connect with people. And if I don't have my inner peace, I'll not be in a good position to connect with people, even who are not aware of what I am going through. So it is good to have your peace of mind, knowing that nobody is taking advantage of your case. Because these people who come for fundraising, I see them and I'm like, I have to point this point blank that this case is genuine, guys. Stop this, because it's called scam, it's called a con, but that is expected when you are doing this in public platforms. So before you come to the public, go somewhere in private, get that fund, get that loan, get everything, and let the fundraising come the last resort. When the worst becomes worst, now come for the fundraising from the group members and you will be supported. That one is given. We have good people. And people, we are like, oh my goodness, I have to support this person because I know he's going to America. And as I give, I tap into his blessing that me too, God will open my doors and I will definitely go to America anytime soon, because God blesses the cheerful giver, and the hand that gives is the one that is blessed most than the one that receives. Okay, so that's all for today. I don't want to make this video a long video. I just hope you guys, you are ready to tackle the obstacles and the challenges that comes with relocation. But that is after you get selected. But before May next year, let's continue keeping hope alive. Let's continue trying other means. I thank God there are two fans of SHIKO Hope who are like, SHIKO, I have an appointment for visit visa to the US, and I feel like I'm going to get this time around, because one of them told me I have gone to the US embassy for 2 times. This will be my 3rd time, and those 2 times I'm denied. But I don't know why I'm feeling like this time I'm going to get that visa. And you know what? She told me I'm going to apply for the green card, and then I go for the interview for my visit visa. And she went for the visit visa, and she got the visa for the visit, and she will be coming maybe I think the event she's coming for is early December. And she got it. She got a visit visa. Imagine that person, how happy she is. So you too, you can try in other ways, like visit visa if a chance comes. You can also try student visa. You can try other ways as we continue waiting for green card. Watch a green card ikupate mbele, right? Yes. If you have a job contract outside your country, go ahead and go to that job contract. Let green card application not hinder you from continuing with your life. Your life has to continue. Go for that job, work. You can also because the fear with people going to outside their country is like, what if I get selected? And my contract is for 2 years. Will I be able to come back to Africa for my interview? You can do your interview from wherever you will be. We have seen winners who are doing their interview in Dubai. These winners are from Africa. They are doing the interview in Dubai, Qatar, and those Gulf countries. We have seen them doing that. So go ahead with your life. Get that job. Go work. Go work. Go work. Go work. Go work. Green card application or green card results. Let them. The result finds you already. You have moved on with your life, and then now the next stress will be, how am I going to, or where am I going to do the interview? You see, now stress has shifted from here to here. Okay, guys, let me edit this video here. I'm so much happy for you, and all the best as you continue with your daily life, and may God see you through, and may He fulfill the desires of your heart. SHIKO Hope is my name, and this is SHIKO Hope TV. Subscribe, like, and share this video with your loved ones. May God bless you, and see you in our next video. Bye.